hard woman, Louisa Corelli.
You said you wanted to be here by 7. What more do you want?
Marriage, children, nice house, white picket fence.
And a divorce lawyer?
I'd have settled for a piece of toast.
There was no bread. That's the kid's job.
Not even a coffee?
No milk either, I'm afraid. Kevin, come in. I'm sorry I'm late. We're going to have to make this a short session. Unless, of course, you want to reschedule.
Sweet.
OK, well, there's a few things we need to get straight because we're more or less going to be starting from scratch.
What do you mean?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Kevin, this is our first real session.
But what about all those other...
That's very funny. Kevin, you got your way. You're a maximum prisoner doing time in medium, which I do think is a good thing. But if you're going to remain here, there's a lot of work we've got to get through. Are you going to cooperate with me on this?
Do I have a choice? All right. I'm all yours.
Get up your back, will you?
You hardly ever come to classes and you don't talk to anyone. What's your problem?
There's no problem. I'm sweet.
Oh! Thanks very much. Look, I'm no good at this. You have a go.
Jordan!
Hang on, Andrew.
Look, I just want to be left by myself. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Hey, Pat, don't give up the day job.
No, I'd miss you too much now.
I reckon you're trouble with Reggie.
Sure, he looks like he's in a great mood. Hey, Reggie, you got any smokes?
Piss off, Miller.
Ball, please, Mr. Downs. Bit of a Sheila's game in the Jonesy.
Car theft, break and enter, assault. And you're 18. And while you're at the youth training centre, you assaulted a fellow prisoner. How many times? Well, trouble seems to follow you around, Brett.
I never started.
None of them? Fought your way to the top, did you?
I don't get pushed around.
Brett, this isn't a YTC. This place takes a bit of getting used to. And it's hard for all first-timers to try and fit in. And it's natural to feel nervous or tense.
I'm not afraid. That's what you're thinking, right?
I never said you were afraid, Brett.
Look, I don't need some woman to tell me how to do time. I've spent half my life in places like this. I know how they work.
It's okay. Everything's under control. Brett, on the strength of this meeting, I have to make an assessment of where you're going to end up for classification. Do you understand? I am not the enemy. I'm here to help you.
Got it all there in the file. You don't need me.
This tells me where you've been. Only you can tell me where you're going. You'll most likely get a B classification, which is medium security. Okay? Do you ever think about why you get so aggro? Is it because you feel threatened?
It's just because it pisses me off.
You put down the left bower. What a dickhead. I know it was the left bower, dickhead. They'd already used their trumps.
I don't give a shit, do I?
Oh, you're shit. It's just a bloody card. There's no way about it. You're shit.
schoolboy.
Oi! What's your ass? Give me a kiss. Reggie, love you.
Make sure the boy settles in all right.
Your lonely days are over, Jones. You got yourself a cellmate. He'll show you the routine.
Hey, boss. Must be some mistake.
No mistake, Jones. You got yourself a cellmate.
Reckon this must be mine. Name's Brett. Brett Hodges. What's yours?
Jones.
Really hanging for a ciggy. Went through all mine in the cage. One of me chances of getting some credit.
For what?
What can I get?
Hey, you little shit. Don't touch anything that doesn't belong to you. Which in here is just about everything, right?
Laurie, I need to do something about Andrew Corelli.
They're either too much trouble or not enough for you, Pat. I reckon he's a model prisoner. I hardly ever see him.
Yeah, well, that's just the problem, isn't it? I mean, it's a battle just to get him out of the cell in the morning.
Not much you can do about that.
No, but you can. Get him onto a sweeper's job or something, you know, anything, just to get him up and moving.
I'll see what I can do.
My hero.
Can't help wishing I had more prisoners like him, though. What is it, Jones?
It's about the cell, boss.
Yeah, look, I know you've got a mortgage on it, but the situation's changed, right?
Yeah, look, I don't think we're going to get along, right?
Well, you're going to have to learn, aren't you?
He's a kid. He's a smart ass.
Settle down, Jones. I got orders to put him in with you, and that's all there is to it.
If you need anything, you come and see Murphy, okay?
Well, what about Cavello? He's got to sell to himself.
Oh, there's plenty of room in solitary, Jones. I liked him better when he couldn't string two words together.
Did you get orders to put this kid in the Jones?
Oh, come on, Pat, don't you start. The Sykes conned the governor.
Can I have a chat to him?
Hodges! Hodges!
Oh, you let me know if Jones gets too much for him.
Yeah, no problem. Have you met the sister?
Hi, I'm Pat.
Pat's a drug and alcohol counsellor.
So?
No, Laurie, no. When he's ready. Okay, my file is?
Yep.
I just met Brett Hodges.
What'd you make of him?
Keep you busy for a while? You organised to bunk him with Jones?
Yeah. Thought it might be a good arrangement.
For who?
For both of them. Maybe they can rub some of the rough edges off one another.
Or tear each other apart?
Pat, I really don't think Jones is dangerous.
He's already conned us once.
Pat, I thought about this, and I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's just that the blue shirts don't like us going over their heads with this sort of thing, you know. Puts their noses out of joint.
I'm working for the best interests of the clients, not the custodial staff.
Doesn't it hurt to make a few friends, though, Louisa? They can make things easier for you.
Okay. Point taken.
Look, why don't we grab a bite to eat on the way home, just to get out of this place? I think it'd be good.
Pat, I'm really not trying to fob you off. My kids have been away with their father for the weekend. They don't get back till tonight, and I want to spend some time with them. What about tomorrow night?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So, how was it? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh, and a Rebecca called while you're at Dad's 4 times. She and your girlfriend?
No.
He says she's not.
Shut up, Danny.
I'll get it.
Well, I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
Out.
Anthony, it's your first night back.
So?
And?
Look, I won't be late.
Where will you be?
Out. I'll be back by 10.
With Rebecca?
Yes, with Rebecca.
Ooh, watch out, they're trouble.
How are the mass murderers and serial killers going?
They're not all mass murderers and serial killers.
Yeah, but I bet the most interesting ones
No,
are.
you'd lose your bet. They're usually the most dull and boring.
Yeah, come on, tell me.
Goodbye, Anthony.
Goodbye.
And don't you be too late.
I won't. Good night, Sam.
Good night.
I might say goodnight too, Ma.
Okay.
Why'd I have such a moron for a big brother?
Oh.
Just asking.
Mass murderers and serial killers by day, adolescents by night. Is there no escape?
You'll grow out of it. Isn't this what they call a phase?
Well, why can't they go from 12 to 20 and just skip the hormones altogether?
Don't be so sure it stops at 20. You want a drink? Oh, I could say I was in the general area, but,
But you weren't.
no.
Sam, now the kid's about, we're going to have to talk about what...
Louise, I'm actually here to talk about Hodges. I just wanted to make sure you know what you're doing.
You've been talking to Pat.
I watched you at Classo today. I saw you go out on a limb for him.
He's a kid. He shouldn't even be in a place like Blackstream.
Sure, he's a kid, but he's a habitual offender, and prison's where they tend to end up. He's old, Louisa. He's old beyond his years. He got to you, didn't he?
He didn't get to me. And he's not the first 18-year-old I've had to assess.
He's the first one you started bending the rules for.
I am just doing my job, Sam.
No special interest?
Well, he's 3 years older than Anthony.
Anthony is your son. Hodges isn't. And as we both know, the first rule is do not get emotionally involved with your clients.
I'm not emotionally involved.
The kid got your maternal instincts going.
No, it was not my maternal instincts. It was a normal human concern.
But they are not normal, well-adjusted human beings.
And they're not all mass murderers and serial killers.
All right. All I'm saying is just be careful.
This isn't so bad. I can quit this. Get some money through. Get some of the basics. All those stories. Someone's old man doing time. They're just trying to put the wind up you. As long as I don't get pushed around. If they push me around, I start to push back. They give me trouble, I give them trouble back. I take shit from no one.
You strung out, Hodges. Huh? You heard me. Jesus. You're not even shaving yet and you're looking to score. First thing tomorrow morning, I want you to go down to the wing officer and get a transfer. I don't care what you tell him. I just want you out of my cell. Do you understand? I can't hear you, Hodges.
Yes.
Good. Now, nighty-night. And I mean nighty-night.
Nice coffee.
I'm glad you came over. We'll talk.
One more kiss. Give me one more kiss.
Good night, Sam.
Good night.
call me Mr. Downs. You know what that means, kid? Down you go. Oh!
Reggie. You know, I think you're slipping a little bit, Reggie. I don't think that's exactly the sort of head job Reggie had in mind, kid. But then again, eh? I like you, kid. Very nicely done. Have a smoke. Thanks. You'll be all right. Don't you worry about it. I'll look after you.
Well, the best thing you can do for me is to get that kid out of my cell.
Kevin, take a seat. Please.
Well?
What makes you think that I can do anything about that?
Because you put him in there with me. Don't bullshit me, Louisa. Hodges went for a transfer this morning, right? And Gilbert knocked him back because he had orders from you.
What is your problem about sharing a cell with Brett?
What's my problem? He's turning my cell into a magnet to every bloody desperado in this joint.
What does that mean?
It means he's young, he's stupid, he's pretty, and he's a user. Do you want me to draw you a picture?
How do you know that he's using?
Do I look stupid?
Well, Kev, you must have shared your cell with addicts in the past. Why is now such a problem? You might be able to help him.
I'm not his social worker, right? I do my own time.
Kevin, he's 18. Habit or not, he needs someone to show him the ropes.
Or find someone else.
And why not you, Kevin?
I have my reasons, Louisa. So move him. Just move him.
Usually only takes a couple of days to transfer a prison account, Brett. It could be there already. You checked?
There's no money in it.
Oh, well, there's not a lot I can do about that.
I need money, sister.
What do you need it for?
To buy things. Smokes and a decent pair of shoes.
Anything else?
No.
Well, can't you ask your family for money?
I don't have a family.
Oh, I thought you had a sister.
I don't talk to my sister.
Why not?
We just don't get on, that's all.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe I could contact her for you.
No.
Well, there's not much else I can do, Brett. I mean, it's really a job for the welfare officer, and he'll probably tell you it's just a matter of waiting for your allowance to come through.
But you don't understand it. The prison allowance isn't enough.
Enough for what?
Why's the door closed, Hodges? Oh, mug's away, is it? Huh? Well, get this straight, mate. No gear in my cell, do you hear me? Right, I don't care if you want to get on, you just do it somewhere else, right? Open up a line of credit with Murphy, did we? Geez, you're quite an operator. I haven't even been inside, what, 24 hours and we're already shit-faced? And up to your eyeballs in debt, I bet. Know what happens if you don't fork up on time, They either cut you up good, and I mean good, or you'll be bending over for Downs and his mates for the rest of your sentence.
I'll get the money.
Oh, yeah, sure, you'll get the money. Right, we can't even find money for a packet of fags, but $50 for a hit. Geez, you got it all worked out, haven't you, mate? You're a real pro.
Oh, listen, that's the lady I work with. She's joining us for dinner. She's a nun. So,
A nun?
So be nice to her. I think she's a bit lonely.
Isn't it the kids that are meant to bring home the stray animals?
Hi. Sorry I've come empty-handed, running late.
I hope you like Chinese.
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh, you've already met Anthony, Danny, this is Pat.
Hi. I'm the voice you get when you can't find your mum.
I thought you sounded taller.
We're in the flatties today. Very nice to meet you, Danny.
Do you mind if we eat straight away?
No, of course not.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
It's okay. It's the one that Sam brought over last night.
Here's to making it through the day.
If it's okay with you, I'll have a juice.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, that's right. You can't drink. You're a nun.
Oh, you don't have to feel so sorry for me. Nuns can drink. I can't because I'm an alcoholic.
Oh.
We've got some mineral water.
No, juice is fine. Yeah, and don't worry, I'm not a saint. I'll probably pop outside later for a cigarette.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise. How long's it been?
Oh, 17 years. I thought Sam would have filled you in.
17 years? So how can you still be an alcoholic?
Well, it's not quite as simple as that, Anthony. I'm what they call a recovering alcoholic. 100 drinks is not enough and one's too many, so it's safer not to take the risk. Makes me enjoy my food more. Bon appetit.
Oh, my smacked out little friend. Remember me? Don't move. Lie still. We've got a score to settle, you and me. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Don't move!
Get off him, Reggie. Get off him.
Sex on the brain. I mean, I can usually control him, but every now and then, I think he's been in here too long.
So how was the gear?
It's great until that little bastard showed up. Mate, I'm a bit worried about you making this payment by the end of the week, you know. If you don't, it looks bad. It makes me look bad, you know what I mean?
Make it.
Yeah, I know, but well, the thing is, if you don't, maybe there's another way we can work this out.
What other way?
Oh, you could run an errand for me, just pick up a little something from a friend of mine.
What's the problem? Did you work out anything, buddy?
Stick it up your own arse.
I'll leave you to it, Brett. You just make sure Gilbert gets that tomorrow.
Hey, I don't like garbage in my cell, Murphy. Leaves a bad smell.
Jonesy, we're just making sure the boy settles in all right. She. You know, we must have these chats more often, Brett.
What was all that about?
Nothing.
He offer you a deal? Going into business together, are we?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, muster up.
Nice.
That the sort of thing you want?
Yeah, it's great.
Danny, Pat's had a long day at work, darling.
No, she's just trying to keep the cigarette out of my hands.
It's for English, but the topic's personal development and health.
You know, this really is a great place.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we'd almost finished renovating and then we got divorced.
Yes, it's better than what our boys have to draw on.
Come on.
All right. Don't make it too good, Pat, or they'll catch me out at school tomorrow.
You're safe with me. See you around like a result.
Good night. Well, you've met a new friend.
Well, they seem like terrific kids.
Yeah, they are. Been through a pretty rough time. Danny still misses her dad. Anthony's not so bad.
Is there anyone else on the scene?
Sam and I aren't...
Now,
really-
listen, don't you tell him this, but I do have a bit of a soft spot for Sam. We started at Blackstream around about the same time, and, well, he really taught me a lot back then. Back when his cynicism was directed at the system and not at the prisoners.
Yeah, but Sam works the system in different ways. And his policy work validates us. If it's in print, it makes it seem more important.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. And it's all about funding and keeping it going.
So, how long do you think you're going to last?
Sometimes I think a minute. Especially when I come across kids like Brett Hodges.
Yeah, he's a worry, that one, isn't he? He came to me this afternoon trying to scrounge money for a hit.
What, he actually asked you?
Well, he said he wanted it for buy-ups, but I mean, nobody gets that hyped up about the weekly canteen, believe me.
So what'd you do?
I let him go. Oh, give me an alky any day. At least when they hit rock bottom, I know something about it, but when somebody hooks into smack, it's just so fast and furious. It's like a badge of honor inside.
And you sure that Brett's using heroin?
Well, what sort of a choice has a kid like Brett got? It's the cooler club to be in if you want to survive each day. So I just have to wait until he comes to me asking for help, not money.
Come on, move it.
Step in.
What did he say?
Oh, well, I'll be buggered. I've never seen an alcoholic nun before. Yes. It's funny, it does seem to be an image that stirs people's voyeurism.
Including mine, I have to say, Pat. So how did you manage to give up?
Oh, I finally surrendered to Sister Margaret. She was the one who found me at my worst, passed out in the toilet, lying in my own vomit and urine. The doctors thought I'd suffered permanent brain damage, but she knew better. She understood. She understood mainly because she worked with me in that dreadful place. It was a psychiatric hospital in Brisbane, and we were Sisters of Mercy novices trying to be nurses' aides in an environment that knew no mercy. Oh, I still have nightmares about it. I mean, I'm not sure if it was that place or not, but anyway, next thing I know, I'm on the downhill slide, drunk more often than sober, and then never sober at all. But it wasn't until I started stealing money and raiding people's cleaning cupboards for terps and meths that I realised, well, I was out of control. So surrender was my only option. And there was Sister Margaret. She'd been waiting for me to give in. It was she who convinced Mother Superior not to have me expelled, and then she gently forced me into a retreat and a reevaluation of my life. So here I am, 17 years later, counselling in the prison system, trying to put something back, and still trying to get a handle on this thing they call addiction.
Hey, boss, is there any mail for me? I missed a call yesterday.
Who'd write to you?
Well, can you have a look for us? I said I could pick it up this morning.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Hey, you missed a bit there, Kirby.
Oh, good on you.
Mate, you got any toothpaste? I got the old lady coming.
Quite incapacitating, a beautiful degree of pain.
Prisoners George Taylor, Jason McKenna, Tony Galides and Brent Hodges to the visiting room. Prisoners George Taylor, Jason McKenna, Tony Galides and Brent Hodges to visitors.
Hi, Pat. Morning. How are you? Good. Listen, did Brett Hodges say much to you about his family when you assessed him?
No.
Oh, it's just that when he came to me yesterday crying poor, I suggested that he get some money transferred in from the outside.
Yeah.
But he was adamant that he didn't know anyone he could ask. No friends, no family. He's just been called to the visitors' room. I mean, for someone so alone in the world, he found a friend pretty quickly.
Would you want me to have another talk to him? I think I'm about due for another follow-up session anyway.
Do you know who he hangs around with in the yard? And you're sure that Kevin Jones doesn't use?
Positive. He has a vehement dislike for any prisoners who do.
Could that be just a smokescreen?
No.
No, because he told you no and you believe him, or no, because it's your own personal assessment?
Both.
Can I go in without this? Go on, I'll let you watch.
Stand there. Okay, off you go.
majority of my visits soon, I can tell you that.
Welcome.
Oh, shit. What? How about a fag? Reckon I'll need one after that.
What do you think you're doing, dickhead? Just wait until we can finish the deal, then we might talk about a fag. Now, for the moment, piss off.
Hi, Brett.
You want to see me?
Yep, come on in. I just wanted to see how you're settling in. Any problems so far?
No complaints.
Good. I believe you had a visitor this morning?
Yeah.
Must have been good.
Oh, just an old girlfriend. And she still got the hots for me.
How was she?
Fine.
Had you two been together long?
I don't know. Not long.
And what does she do?
I don't know. She's just an old root, you know?
And what about Kevin? Are you getting along with him?
Jones keeps to himself.
Making any friends?
Some.
And they're not giving you too hard of a time?
No. Not me. I got it all under control.
Good to know. And what about drugs, Brad?
What about them?
Well, we both know there are drugs in here. If you haven't been offered any yet, you probably will be. So how do you feel about them?
Well, I'll worry about that when it happens.
Have you given any thought to what you're going to do when you finish your sentence?
Well, it's over a year away. I can't think that far ahead.
Why not? Doesn't hurt to try from time to time. I mean, if you're just going to keep falling back into old bad habits, nothing's ever really going to change, is it? And you want things to change, don't you?
Of course, yeah.
Well, if you do start having problems again, you know you can always come and talk to Pat or myself. And it's like I said our first meeting, I am not the enemy, Brett. I'm here to help you. Okay?
Young Kerry thinks you're pretty hot. In fact, she wants another visit tomorrow.
Lucky for me, eh?
You know, I think this could become a regular gig. Now, you just take your time there, young Brett. I won't be too far.
She's my girlfriend, all right? She's only in town for a couple of days.
You told me yesterday you didn't have any friends.
Well, we broke it off. Well, I thought it was over, but it's not. She's pregnant. One more visit before she has to go back. It's probably the last time I'll see her before the baby's born. Please.
It's not up to me, Brett. Additional visits have to be approved by the governor.
But you could see him for me, couldn't you? Put in a good word for me? For us? Please? Please, sister.
Oh, go and get a blue request form from the wing officer and fill it out, and I'll see what I can do.
You know what? If it's a girl, name it Pat
After me.
He makes it in the workshop. They're bloody brilliant. It's like a wooden pencil case with a false bottom, right? You whack rego plates in the bottom of it, and then when you get out, get yourself a bike, you screw on the new rego plates, you're laughing, aren't you? I mean, he looks like a dickhead, but he's not.
Oh, hey, Pat. Things are looking good for the old lady. She got a job.
Oh, that's good swag.
Yeah, she blew the first week's wages on me. She got me a boogie board.
Oh, she must love you a lot.
Yeah, it's a pisser, mate.
Boogie board.
Hello, Andrew.
Oh, excuse me a sec.
Sister. 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 Sister.
Save your breath, mate. She's gone.
I thought we had an understanding about gear in the cell.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're really breaking apart, aren't you?
What's the blue form for? Another visit?
Geez, they've got you by the balls, haven't they?
So what's the problem? Why don't you fill it in? What, you need your mate Murphy to do that for you? There you go. Sooner you get busted, the sooner I get my cell back. Well, now what's the problem?
Help me.
Well, what do you want me to do? Fill the bloody thing out for you?
I can't read.
Give it here. Apart from getting zonked with your face, jail's not a bad place to learn how to read and write, you know. Surname, Rogers. Christian name's Brett. Any more? Well, you don't have a middle name? Okay, we're gonna have to make one up for you, aren't we? Something fancy, Murgatroyd.
How about just Brett?
Okay, just Brett. The no-frills approach, eh? Reason for extra visit? Reason for extra visit. Why do you need to see him again? You'll go, you stupid bastard. Sooner or later, one way or the other. You know that, don't you?
Yes, I do know what's going on. It's obvious what's going on.
So what can we do?
Well, I mean, it's not easy. If we go to Jim, he'll do a strip search after the visit and bust him, add 6 months to his sentence, and he'll end up in solitary.
Well, that's not an option.
Well, yes, it is an option, but there's got to be others. We can't just let it go.
I don't get it. Why did you recommend the visit?
Because I had nothing concrete on him.
Hi.
Hi, Sam.
So,
Anything I should know about?
Tomorrow.
Well, what are you going to do?
Have a chat to a mate.
Everything all right?
Everything's fine.
Louisa?
Everything's fine, Sam. See you tomorrow.
You think I'm gonna cop that kind of shit? Your brains are scrambled. You know what he says? He gets down on his knees, he looks up at me, he says, "Oh, geez, Reggie, I'm really sorry." So I scrambled his brains anyway.
Following prisoners to report to the visitors room. Brian Allen, Paul Colansanto, Arthur Vlasic, and Brett Hodges. Repeat, the following prisoners to report to the visitors room.
Maybe.
Brian Allen, Paul Colansanto, Arthur Vlasic, and Brett Hodges.
Now, where was I, Jim?
You're the one with that visitor. You're supposed to be helping me.
I'm trying to help you, Brett.
Crap! You're just like all the rest of them. Let you down every time.
She was caught with heroin in the visiting wing.
You don't understand what you've done. I'm fucked. You're such a bitch. You're all the same.
Mama, that's enough. Leave it.
Piss off.
Look, it could have been you, Brett.
You let me down.
Hey!
Shut up.
Sorry, all right, let Jones.
We'll get him out of here and cool him down. You're on thin ice, boy.
girlfriend got busted for possession, Jones. He's lucky he didn't go too.
Really? See? Told you she was bad news, mate.
Amazing what a whisper in the right ear can do.
Sometimes you don't always play by the book. Most officers aren't into making their lives any more difficult than they need to be.
I would never have picked Gilbert as a white hat.
Nor Jones.
Can we call this a win?
Oh, I guess we can. A little one. While the eyes are on Brett, he's no use to Murphy and his mates.
Such a kid.
One thing's for sure, he'll grow up in here. It's just into what? Go home, Louisa. It'll still all be here in the morning, unfortunately.
Anthony? Danielle? Is anyone home? Mum. Hi.
Hi. You're home.
Sorry I'm late, but I tried to call you.
Oh, was that you? All right, I got to the phone just as it stopped.
Where's Danielle?
She's over at Kelly's, and her dad's driving her home later on.
Are you all right?
Yeah, don't. I'm fine.
Is there something wrong, Anthony?
Should anything be wrong?
No reason. All right, I'm going to get dinner started.
Oh, it's all right, I've already eaten.
Well, in that case... Is there someone in your room?
Yeah. A friend.
Which friend?
It's cool, don't worry about it.
Anthony, which friend?
Beck, you can come out now.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Corelli.
Hi.
We've been studying.
That's good.
Well, come on, I'll walk you to the train station.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Corelli.
You too, Rebecca. Anthony?
Yes?
What about Rebecca's study books?
We used mine. Bye.
Bye.
You got it all sorted out, haven't you? Out of favour with Murphy. No more visits, no more privileges. Oh, yeah. Jack's been wanting to have a nice friendly chat with you once they've finished with your girl. How did one so young get to be so fucking smart?
Hey, Murgatroyd. Come on, mate. Ball. Get the ball.
Get it yourself.
Suit yourself. You let them know they're breaking you, they're just going to stand all over you for the rest of your time here.
Get up and start walking. You can walk with me if you want to. I'm not holding your hand.